Watch this. I type a single sentence into this chat box, and a moment later, a finished section of my website appears right on screen. Text, layout, animations, all of it, and this time I can customize every single detail. This is Onepage AI 2.0, and it's finally here. I've waited months for this moment, and today I'm going to show you why it changes how you build your websites from now on. If you've tried building a website with AI before, you know how this usually goes. You describe what you want, and the AI builds something, and then you're stuck with a block that you can barely customize. The colors are wrong, the spacing's off, and there's not much you can do about it. You end up living with a result that fits maybe 70% of what you actually wanted, if you're lucky. That's exactly where AI builders have always fallen short. And if you've ever sat in front of a half-finished result and thought, I could have built this better by myself, stay with me, because that is over now. Now you're completely free and you can genuinely vibe code while still keeping control over everything afterwards. Vibe coding means you simply describe what you want in plain text and the AI builds it. No code means you drag, click, and adjust everything pixel by pixel. Until now, you had to pick one or the other. With Onepage AI 2.0, now you don't. The AI builds fast and you still keep your hand on every single detail. That's exactly why the quality finally holds up, because you're no longer stuck living with whatever comes out. So how do you actually get started? It's easier than you think. You register with Onepage, and from there you have two paths. You can build it by yourself the classic way, by hand, or you let the AI take the first pass. If you choose the AI, the chat opens automatically and you're straight into it. And here's the thing. Everything is completely woven together, so you can call onto the AI at any point whenever you need it. You've got two ways to work. First, you can build step by step, section by section. The AI generates each section in the background, so it never freezes up your screen. You can keep editing text, swapping images, or working on other parts of the site while it's still generating the next piece. Second, if you're in a hurry, you can prompt the AI to build the entire website in one go, and then go back and fine-tune it section by section afterward. Either way, you decide whether you want to start small or go big from the beginning. For this example, let's say I want to build a page for a videographer. I log in, go to Create Project, and choose between Start from Scratch and Create Site with AI. I'll pick the AI option and name the project Videographer Test. Now I land directly in the chat, and I type in one sentence. Create a website for a modern videographer. That's it. AI takes it from here and starts building the page in the background. Depending on how complex the request is, this could take a few minutes, but you'll always see the generation time shown right there in the chat. Once the first draft is ready, I keep improving it by just talking to the AI, the same way that you'd brief an employee. I want the accent color to be red, so I ask for that. I want a looping video background for the hero section, so I drop in a Vimeo link and ask the AI to set it up. And while the AI works on that, it's already moving ahead on the next sections in parallel since I told it I was happy with the design so far. Sometimes something doesn't work on the first try, and that's completely normal. When my video didn't show up right away, I simply told the AI it wasn't working, and it fixed the issue in under a minute. That's the real advantage here. When something goes wrong, you talk it through instead of troubleshooting alone. Next, I want to fix a small readability problem. My logo is black and it barely shows up against a dark background. In the past, I'd have to go and swap the logo file or rebuild a whole section. Instead, I just asked the AI, build me a toggle switch that changes the logo between black and white. One click later, the logo switches to white. Now, this time I forgot to specify that the toggle should live in the settings panel, so the AI placed it directly on the live website instead, which means visitors could flip the logo color themselves. In a real project, that's not exactly practical, but it's a great way to show just how far you can push the AI with a single sentence and how easily you can course correct afterward. That's control without code, without rebuilding, and without waiting around. And this isn't a sandbox toy. It's built for real, live websites. Everything the AI creates connects straight into Onepage's backend the moment it's built. Forms flow into the CRM automatically, SEO, custom domains, and advanced automation through MCP are all part of the same platform. So you're not left with a nice looking mockup the internet will never see. You're building a real page on a real domain with working forms that actually bring you customers. And you don't just have to take my word for this. Let's look at two sites built with this, and they couldn't be more different from each other. First, a roasted coffee website. As you scroll, the beans transform right before your eyes into a fully filled cup, and the whole page unfolds like a story told in acts, almost like a short film. Here, nearly everything on the page was built with AI, top to bottom. Then a complete opposite, a heating and plumbing business. No visual fireworks here, just a page built to sell. It takes the real questions a homeowner has, like how much longer their heating system will last, and turns them straight into headlines. It lays out 6 core services in a clear layout with a contact form that flows directly into the CRM. On this one, the AI was used selectively, and most of the page was built the traditional way, which is almost the reverse of how the coffee site came together. That is the real takeaway. There isn't a style that this doesn't work for. The question isn't whether the AI can do it anymore, it's what you choose to make out of it. One thing worth being upfront about, this isn't a single click and done. You don't type one sentence and land on the perfect page right away. You'll readjust things and learn as you go, and that's exactly what makes the difference. Because now you can actually readjust. Before, you couldn't. That's why the final results turn out genuinely good in a fraction of the time it used to take. And if you get stuck anywhere along the way, we run free personal onboarding calls. You can find the link right in the description, and someone from our team will walk you through everything and answer whatever questions come up. What you've seen today is really only the surface. There are a few things that take this from the AI built this for me to an AI builds this exactly how a professional would, and that's exactly what we're getting into next on this channel.